Hey everybody, it's Justice for Comics. It is Saturday evening. I'm going to be leaving on vacation tomorrow, so I got a box from MidTown today. Wanted to kind of highlight that, show off some books that I received, and kind of get a video in. Don't think I'll be shooting a video this Wednesday. If I do, it will be definitely a little less formal. I won't have my tripod with me. Might just be on my cell phone, but I will have my laptop. So there's a good chance I'll do the video on Wednesday up in the mountains of North Carolina. So looking to get out of the heat of Florida and escape to some nice cooler weather. If anybody's familiar with Florida, it's June through August. Really, June through September is pretty brutal. June especially, it's so humid in June. We get a lot of rain, and man, you walk outside and it's like being in the jungle. So a lot of times during the summer when the kids are off school, June and July, you want to kind of get out of town and try to go somewhere a little cooler. So we've had a lot of hot weather lately, and looking forward to a little milder climate. So don't know if the weather will be good. Looks like the forecast is going to be rain up there in the mountains. So it may not be the best weather for us, but it'll definitely be cooler. So let's go through my MidTown order. I picked this up on MidTown before it exploded. Walking Dead 192, The Death of Rick Grimes. Looking forward to reading that. I read the last issue, 193. I really enjoyed it, and I'm trying to collect the issues I'm missing. So I did pick up 188, 189 the other day. So I'm only missing issues 190 and 191. So I think 190 won't be too expensive. 191 is probably going to be a little pricier. Yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I think in a few weeks, the hype will have passed, and prices on 193 are probably going to stay pretty high for a while. But 191, 192 might die down a little bit. So at least I'm hoping 191 does. So we'll see. But definitely looking forward to reading that book. I also got Thumbs #1. I heard some good things about this. I think it's gone to a second printing, so I think the storyline is really good. I don't know much about the interior artwork. It is definitely on a really nice cover. I mean, I wish Marvel could produce a book like this, right? I mean, look how nice, glossy, hard stock paper cover. I don't even know what the price on this for $4.99. I mean, Marvel's going to have these, or DC rather, is going to have these cardstock covers, I think, for the same price. But I guarantee they're not going to be as good quality as this. I mean, this is really nice quality paper. Artwork looks pretty good inside. Yeah, it definitely has a certain style to it. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting into this. I don't know much about this story or the premise of it. I remember a couple YouTubers' videos I've watched said it was pretty good. So I've got issue 1, and I think 2 is coming in my pull list order. I should get that next week here from MidTown. So looking forward to reading that. Also got Silver Surfer Black #1. This is the Adi Granoff variant. Yeah, I see this book going for like $10 to $12 now on eBay. It's definitely a cool cover. I like it. I didn't pick up the A cover. I like this cover, and then there's another Delato cover I'm getting. I can't remember what website that I bought that from. But I believe I'll get that in the mail probably the next week or so. So the Delato cover looks pretty cool, and I've got the Adi Granoff. So two really great artists, and one of my favorite stories. Oh, I had the Mike Zeck cover. That's the other one I have. So I'll have three covers finally of Silver Surfer. Silencer, last issue of Silencer, number 18. Started reading it from the first appearance of Smoke. So what was that? Issue 16, 17, 15 maybe? I think it was 15. It's been really good. I've enjoyed it. Yeah, I mean, I think it's one of the better series that came out from the New Age of Heroes. I think it's lasted the longest. That and the Terrifics. A lot of the other titles got canceled. Damage wasn't that good. Brimstone, I heard was pretty good. I think I only have the first issue of that. I think I only have the first issue of Damage too. But Silencer seems to have been the best written story of the New Age of Heroes. So, last issue is definitely worth getting. A lot of times, that issue will be worth some money typically. Lois Lane #1 is volume 2 #1. This is the Jenny Frison cover. Yeah, it's just a nice looking cover. And the only reason I picked it up was I was in a comic book shop, and the shop owner said the story was fantastic, and in fact, he picked that book as his pick of the month. He said the story was really, really good. So, and I guess it ties into possibly the Year of the Villain and Action Comics. So it's probably worth getting. So I figured I'll take a chance on it. I mean, I do like the cover, so. That's the B cover by Jenny Frison. Very nice. Picked up Gideon Falls 14. Just like that cover. It's a really cool cover. You can kind of see that his blacked out figure with a smile. That's pretty creepy. I just thought that was a really nice cover. So yeah, that's the B cover, in fact, on Gideon Falls, not the regular A cover. And I also picked up Category 0. #1. I bought one of the variant. I think there was a store variant that came out. There was only maybe 100 made. I bought it for I think I got it for like $12 or something like that. And I had somebody who wanted it and offered me $30 for it, so I sold it. I don't know if this will be any good. It's sort of like an interesting take on genetic mutation, kind of like X-Men, so it could be a good series. Scout books, most of them take off maybe initially when they first come out. There's a little hype on them, and then the secondary market tends to die on these books. So a lot of Scout books haven't really done well as far as appreciation. So I'm a little skeptical. I think I'll try the first 2 issues and see if it's really, really good. If it's not, I'll probably stop there. But I'll give it a try, see if it's any good. But Scout has been kind of, I mean, they're a good publisher. It's just, I don't know, they don't ever seem to go up tremendously in value for some reason. Canto #1. There is that's the 1 in 10 variant by, I think it's Robles. I'm not too sure how to pronounce it, but it's kind of a cool cover. I mean, this was one that I saw in MidTown, and I just thought, man, that looks nice, and the premise of the story sounded interesting. So, it was $15, but I'm glad I bought it because this is like a $70 to $75 book right now. Apparently, almost every one of these issues has some type of condition problem. This one has just a slight, you can see 2 slight wrinkles, doesn't break color. It might be something I can press out. You can kind of maybe see it. It's kind of hard to see with the glare. 2 little wrinkles like right here. No spine tick, edges are perfect. So, as it is now with just that little, wrinkle, and you could tell it's definitely from the press. This book would still be like a 9.4, at least a 9.4, which is near mint. It's a near mint copy, but I might be able to press that out. I don't know. I'm not too sure about this paper. This is a harder, little thicker stock of paper that IDW uses, so might be able to press that out. I don't know. I'll have to look at it. But Canto number 1 A cover as well. One little crinkle right there. So not as bad as the B cover, but edges are all perfect. No spine ticks. That's not a real big deal. I mean, it's a slight blemish. So again, this might be a 9.4, maybe 9.6. I don't know. It's still in really good shape, but apparently some people got this book in really bad shape. There was one store, I guess, that got all their shipment was pretty badly damaged. So, they're not printing. I mean, they're printing second printings, but I mean, that's it. So if you've got a pristine copy, totally mint, 9.8, you're definitely fortunate, because I think most of them have some type of wrinkle on the cover. Probably some type of production error when it was coming off the press. I think maybe one of the rollers, I don't know, something created that wrinkle. It wasn't shipping or anything like that. MidTown usually does a pretty careful job of shipping. At least most of the time my books come in pretty good shape, but I think that's IDW printing issue. Last but not least, Marvel Comics presents number 5. This is the first cameo appearance of Wolverine's daughter. I got 2 copies of this. Believe it or not, I got this on Comic Mint for basically with shipping costs included. These were basically cover price plus shipping. So they're like $7 a piece, which I'm glad I picked up, because that's easily a $25 to $30 book now. I mean, this Marvel Comics Presents series is all of a sudden everyone's paying attention to it. Nobody was paying attention to it a month or so ago. So issue number 3 is sold out everywhere. I guess there's a scene in that issue that shows a blonde woman that's pregnant, and apparently that supposedly is the mother of Wolverine's daughter. I'll have to pick up the issue. I know I have number 1 and 2 variants. And man, number 4, I wish I had that Sinkovich cover. Number 4, that was like, what, a $50 book, and now it's $300 book. So apparently a lot of shops did not order enough of issue number 3, so that book is really scarce. So the only ones I see on eBay are like $300. So this series seems to be doing well with collectors. So if you can find any of the earlier issues, it might be worth picking up. I think that's about it, guys. I don't think there was anything else that I was looking at in the comic news. Batman Last Night on Earth. I read that first issue. It was pretty good. I liked it. I'm not a fan of everything Snyder does, but I thought he did a good job. I'm intrigued by the storyline and seeing where it goes. I think it's cool that the Joker's head is in a lantern and he's talking. I mean, it's definitely interesting. So issue number 2 is coming out the end of the month, and they're sort of teasing the cover there. I just don't like. I mean, I'll probably pick it up, but I can't stand John Romita Jr. I just don't. I'm not a fan of his art style at all. Just not for me. I wish Capullo was doing that cover, but I think they come out with 2 covers, so either Jock or maybe Capullo will do the B cover. I don't know. We'll see. Another thing that looked pretty cool, She-Hulk, 80s themed Marvel Comics 1000 variant by Tedesco. It looks pretty cool. There's a lot of Tedesco fans. I mean, that's kind of nice. I could see that being a hot cover. It doesn't indicate, whether it's going to be a ratioed variant. It seems like it's just a regular issued variant. So that might be worth grabbing. Oh, this looks cool too. Batman White Knight. I love that drawing by Murphy. So good. So he's obviously going to be having a side story about Victor Freeze trying to cure his wife from an unknown fatal disease. I think that's going to be pretty cool. Man, I love that artwork. Sean Gordon Murphy is excellent. Everything he does is definitely worth buying. So that is one that you don't want to miss. So make sure you've got that on pre-order. Mad Magazine is being canceled, shifting to reprinting vintage material. I was never a big Mad Magazine. I think when I was a kid, in maybe 10, 11, I might have bought a few copies, rolled them up and put them in my pocket. I definitely did not view it as a collectible. It was just something to read and throw away. So I know there's some collectors out there that look for those earlier issues. It's probably pretty hard to find a lot of them in good shape because I don't think a lot of people really cared about preserving them. So issue number 10 is the first appearance of what's his name here? Alfred E. Newman on the cover. It took me a while to get that. So, but shutting down after 67 years. Well, hey, everything must end. Walking Dead's ending too, so they're probably just not having sales like they used to. Yeah, so I think that was it. I don't think anything else I was really interested in going over, but I'll try to have a video out on Wednesday, even on my vacation. I'll have some downtime where I could just do I'll be holding my phone, so it won't be quite as nice as my normal videos where I use a tripod and all that. But I'll try to do that while I'm up in North Carolina, so you guys can get the list for next week as far as what I'm looking at. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a video, and please comment. Let me know what you think. Of those books I highlighted and also some of the comic book news that I went over. What are your thoughts on that? Be interested to know that, and I will see you guys probably on Wednesday. All right, thanks.